King County Executive Dow Constantine and Minority Veterans of America celebrated the grand opening of Community House. It's a transitional home tailored to LGBTQ+ veterans experiencing homelessness here in King County. I spoke with Kelly Ryder, Director of the county's Department of Community and Human Services, and Lindsay Church, head of the Minority Veterans of America, about this first-of-its-kind housing service.
I'm Lindsay Church. I'm the Executive Director of Minority Veterans of America. We're a nonprofit that started out of Washington State in 2017. We've been doing work for the last 7 years, doing programmatic and policy work, working to bring more veterans who are often left behind into the fold and into community. And so we've been working with the county for the last 5 years now, half a decade, doing outreach and direct services to veterans through the Veterans, Seniors, and Human Services Levy. And over the last year, we've been working with the county to develop a new program that would really reach LGBTQ veterans experiencing homelessness. And so over the last year, we have been working to procure and retrofit, renovate, and prepare for housing 5 veterans at what we call Community House with a Q. And so really grateful for the county's support and looking forward to what's next.
I mean, it's in short, you just made it happen. It sounds like, from funding to all of this stuff, it took a lot of effort, and you did it very quickly. What was the reception like?
I will say that it sounds really quick when I say it out loud, because one, I talk really quick, and two, a year doesn't sound like very long. I am one of a generation of service members and veterans who are LGBTQ, who have been fighting for expanded resources and connections for LGBTQ service members and veterans, whether it be, making sure that veterans have upgraded discharges after being discharged for LGBTQ status in the military, or ensuring that transgender service members that left after the ban have access to healthcare. We've been working as a whole community trying to wrap our arms around LGBTQ people who have been harmed by these policies to ensure that there's resources. And so I am a long line of people who have been fighting for this resource. So we're grateful for the last few years that we've been able to work with the county. And a half a decade sounds like a long time, but you have veterans like Harvey Milk who have been working for decades, to expand the rights for LGBTQ people across this country. And they just so happen to be veterans too.
It's really extraordinary. Kelly, can you tell us the significance of what it means to have the first be here?
Yeah, we are so proud to have funded the Minority Veterans of America for this project. We've been funding housing through the Veterans, Seniors, and Human Services Levy really since 2006. And what we've learned since then is that we can open doors to housing, but really making sure that those doors are open to veterans and to the veterans who are farthest from access is much more complicated and requires partners like MVA to make sure that we're creating community that really can connect to the individuals that need it the most. And so our ability to open Community House and know that we are creating with MVA that environment where folks are going to feel welcome, where folks are going to feel included, really enables us to open doors for the folks who are farthest from access to housing.
Can you tell us about the different programs that are being offered right now, the services that are being offered, what they have access to?
So we are working with our residents, or we'll be working with our residents. The things that they'll be able to access are 6 to 18 months of stable and transitional housing. So they get to live in this house in individual dwellings, which isn't always very common. So everybody will have their own room. There are 5 bedrooms in the house. And so that's the basic, really just making sure that veterans have stable housing, because it's really hard to do pretty much anything else if you don't know where you're going to live. So we have them here for 6 to 18 months. We do wraparound case management. So we have staff members that do direct case management. We'll build a plan with them over the time that they're here to work towards milestones such as employment. We have a center coming online later this year that we're hoping to connect the 2 programs here, what we offer here in the house, what we are going to offer there in the center coming in Tukwila later this year. And we have other programs directly in the community and with community partners that can really get people connected to resources, services, and long-term community, because truly you can't stay housed if you don't have access to that connection and that community that's going to help you sustain for the long run.
Kelly, would you like to add to that?
Yeah, I'll just add that in addition to Community House, we have a King County Veterans program that is one of the most inclusive veterans programs in the nation. if you serve 1 day in the military, all service members, as well as any relatives and family members, can access our King County Veterans Program. So that you can just access by calling 206-263-VETS, VETS. And through that, we actually are delivering financial assistance. The majority of assistance that folks seek through the King County Veterans Program is for housing. And we're able to serve any veterans at any time. So we're really hoping that in addition to this work that you're doing, interviewing us tonight, Mary, that folks are connecting with MVA and to our veterans program. It'll allow us to get folks into community house, but also connect them with financial assistance and other supports to be able to support our veterans.
You bring up a really important point, and I want to go back to that just a little bit. You're talking about these financial resources that exist. I think some people think that they don't exist. We're talking about county government always being cash strapped, always cutting budgets. For that reason, they may not even look into these things. The programs are there and they're ready to be used. Is that correct?
They are. For our veteran community last year, we served 2,700 individuals. And we were able to provide $3.4 million of financial assistance. So we are very grateful at King County to the voters for approving this robust resource. And for veterans and service members and their families, help is available.
And I'll add one thing that I think is important to this too, is that the county not only funds the financial assistance, but they also make sure that organizations like MVA and the places where people might be coming that are not government also have the resources to do financial aid as well. So we have a much smaller financial aid pool, but we know that when people come to us, and they may or may not stop at the county office first, they might come to us first. And we also have the ability to provide that financial support. And I know that other organizations in the community do as well. So it's really important to note that you don't just have to go to the government, that we actually are able to provide those resources in our local offices and in our local agencies to be able to meet that gap when people maybe don't trust that the resources are there, or maybe don't look to the government first. They actually come to local-based organizations. And so there are other resources that are available. You just have to reach out. We are minoritybets.org. Kelly just shared the number for the county. You can get a hold of either of us. We also accept cases from the county. So we're all connected and really trying to meet that gap that might be existing for people when it comes to financial resources.
Kelly and Lindsay, I know this has been a long time coming. Congratulations, having to see it come into fruition like this. We also know that lots of other organizations, states, cities will be watching as well. My last question is, what happens now? Where do you go from here? What is the hope?
Well, for me, I know for us, we're really focused on the first residents. We have applications open. They'll stay open in perpetuity, but the first residents we'll be looking at until October 31st. So anybody who applies by then will be considered as part of our first pool. Our job here right now, and I know a lot of sort of like when you get married, somebody asks you, when are you going to have a baby, or when are you going to do the next thing? I'm really dedicated to making sure that Community House here sets the precedent for what we do in the future. We can easily move on to another city, and that's not necessarily the point. Yes, we want to be able to create more services like this in the country, but I really want to do a great job here and make sure that Community House is more than just a thing that we did for the first in the nation. It's the first of many to come. And so really for us, trying to build a model, do a really great job here in King County and figure out, the best ways that we can provide these resources and the best models, because really, we're doing this for the first time, which means that there's a lot of iterative process to come about how we can do this the best and how we can set others up for success.
I'll just add to that, Mary. We are so grateful for Lindsay and their team for developing this very specific model. It is in addition to over 1,200 other affordable homes we've been able to open in King County thanks to partners like MVA. And our goal is to keep opening new affordable housing. So just like we need safe places for our veterans who have kept us safe to come home to, we are looking forward to continuing to open new, safe, healthy, affordable homes for people across King County to be able to thrive.
Still to